Hello Virgo and welcome to your May 2023 astrology forecast. This video is for Sun, Moon and Rising. Virgo, if you'd like to book a reading, there will be a link down below as well as a link for appreciation of these videos. Now Virgo, your ruler Mercury is still retrograde until the 14th of May, so take it easy on yourself. When your ruler is retrograde, it can cause miscommunication, delays, frustrations, misunderstandings, conflict, lacking energy, all of that. So the more gentle and easy you are on yourself, the better you can handle this energy. Now on the 1st, and I almost forgot, we also have eclipse season. We're still in eclipse season in the month of May. And eclipses are points of where something happens within our lives that take us into the next 6 months that we'll be still working with throughout the time. So remember that during eclipse season, which we are still in the month of May. So on the 1st, we have Pluto going retrograde in your 6th house. And this asks you to look beyond excuses and blame. Find the real cause for dissatisfaction in your everyday life. This is a time to become completely honest. Even if the honesty is uncomfortable, you need that, right? And break free from a rut. So it's not about excuses, blame. This is about finding yourself in a rut, finding like your day-to-day activities overwhelming you, your opportunities to be of service to others just too much, your work life as well. And like, look beyond that. Be uncomfortably honest. And when you are there, you can get yourself out of a rut. Pluto is about seeing what is hidden beneath the surface. So you got to get to that place. On the 5th, we have a full moon lunar eclipse. This energy will take us into the next 6 months. Remember, Mercury is still in retrograde, so it'll be opposite. And this full moon lunar eclipse is happening in the sign of Scorpio, and for you, that's your 3rd house, communication. This is where the communication can get real. And you might hear some truths and some uncomfortable truths, but during this time, it's about giving you the clarity mentally to make decisions that you need to make. This is about paperwork, documentation, getting organized. It's all about your mind too, Virgo. So really make sure you are taking care of your mental energy, and that's by not overthinking things. See what is coming at you, but see how you can gain clarity to deal with it. So there's a lot about communication, and the communication that come out during this full moon can be hurtful and emotional, so be gentle with yourself, right? Full moon's about ending, so there's certain connections that you might even consider ending at this time. And people from the past might want to communicate with you. We are still in a Mercury retrograde, but you might not be very pleased by what they are saying. It can make you trigger you in some way. When it triggers you, anger, rage, deepest emotions, it is a Scorpio full moon. Be gentle with yourself. Gain some mental clarity and see what moves you want to make. On the 7th, we have Venus entering to its 11th house. This is great for connecting to friends, social groups, people you want to spend time with, whether you want to connect to work groups. It's really great for working with the team, especially about something you're passionate about, but it's really about connecting to others. And the connections that you make can really inspire you through life. On the 14th, finally, Mercury goes direct in this 9th house. Now, Mercury has been reworking how you believe about yourself, your sense of beliefs, higher education, wisdom, and travel. So you had to rework those things. You could have met delays when it came to travel during this Mercury retrograde. And hopefully this Mercury retrograde has given you some tips and skills and some information that you can now use once Mercury has gone direct, and really move forward with this energy and see what you want to change about your belief systems. On the 16th, we have Jupiter entering into this 9th house as well, which will stay until May of 2024. So for the full year, Jupiter will be in the 9th house. Travel, higher education, wisdom, spiritual journey. This is really giving you opportunities to do that. This will be something that will be big within your mind, of connecting in a spiritual way. Higher education, learning something, empowering yourself through learning. It's great for networking. It's great for publishing something, putting information out there. Really good. You want to start that podcast, you want to start a YouTube channel, really good for putting information out there. It can really bring you a lot of opportunities. You want to write and publish something, anything like that, start a blog, it's really good for you. Now, when Jupiter enters into Taurus, which is your 9th house, it will be squaring Pluto in Aquarius. It also gives you opportunities to travel, the 9th house, world travel, to be precise, where you want to make big moves, you know. And it will be squaring your 6th house. And I think this is a good thing, because it's going to break you out of a rut. Jupiter will be offering you opportunities to get out of your day-to-day life and rut, but you might be feeling like you stuck or obligated or under the control, disempowered by your everyday life. And Jupiter will offer you these opportunities to expand your mind, to expand your experiences, to connect to foreign people, to learn a foreign culture, you know, to learn about it, to speak a different language, all of these things, to connect to your spiritual self. But you'll be feeling like your day-to-day life is keeping you stuck. This is a time to understand and become very honest with yourself about what changes need to be made to your day-to-day life to improve your well-being. Remember, the day-to-day life is everything. And once we feel like our chores, our to-do list, the responsibilities at home, everything like that is pulling us, the work responsibilities, even your work life, co-workers could also be holding you back in some way. The people that you work with Pluto there. So remember that you will need to be very honest and see what changes you need to make to expand your horizons. Now on the 19th, new moon, 9th house. Excellent time for this new adventurous experience that you want to have. It offers you this opportunity to see what comes up in your reality, to grab a hold of it, have an adventure. On the 20th, we have Mars now entering into this 12th house, and yeah, you're just feeling Mercury retrograde was rough, right? And the eclipse season was intense, and now you're just lacking the passion, the motivation. Mars doesn't like being in the 12th. We can feel restless while we're sleeping and have trouble sleeping. We can feel anxious. Mars wants to take action. 12th house is about rest. It's very, very confusing to Mars. So you can be feeling very out of sorts, and you'll be lacking the energy and the vitality. So don't push. That's simple. Don't push when you don't have the energy. When the universe aligns and the planets align and the stars align, you got it, go for it. When you don't push. So you might be feeling like you're lacking that motivation. Give yourself a moment. All right, now this 12th house will be squaring your 6th house. So it's almost like you're lacking motivation due to, once again, your day-to-day life, your routine, your work life, your responsibilities. It feels overwhelming. So, and this is only until the 20th until 25th, where you're going to have to make some changes for the betterment. You're breaking free from ruts, right? And the 12th house is also a very spiritual house. Connect to your spiritual intuition. You'll be more motivated for rest, meditation, taking some time to journal, and connecting to self. On the 21st, the sun will move into your 10th house. This is about your goals, taking action upon. Well, the sun more will be giving you the vitality and motivation to your career, your goals, and your ambitions, and what you want to create, and your public reputation. This is where people are connecting to you more. Whether that's family that wants a favor, or whether that's at work and they recognize you for an opportunity, it's all coming where people are recognizing you. You are the leader with the 10th house there, energy for a month, and people are wanting to come up to you and offer the opportunity to lead in different ways. Your card for the month is Nematana, sacred space. Create an altar, visit a power place to connect to the divine. This is the best message for Virgo, and I can tell you why. Virgo, with Pluto retrograde in your 6th, it's all about your day-to-day life and feeling like your day-to-day life is leaving you feeling stuck. The best thing to do is to realize that your day-to-day life, where you spend most of your time, whether that's at work, whether that is at home, where you work, where you spend your time, is your sacred space. Make your sacred space your sacred space. Put what means meaning, significance to you, whether that's a motivational quote, whether you open a book every day and you pick a quote for the day, and that's your quote for the day, and that's what's going to motivate you. You need the inspiration, and the inspiration comes from the divine, and it's asking you to do that, to find things in your environment, whether you're going to put crystals on your work desk to help you focus, whether you're going to use essential oils, use a smudge spray. Whatever it is that you are going to do, you're going to create a sacred space wherever you are. Remember, your body is your sacred space too. Where we dwell in our mind is our sacred space. You're going to declutter your mind. You're going to declutter your environment. You are going to look at your body and treat your body as a temple it is. This is what this is asking you. Look after your health, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Treat yourself like you are sacred, right? Create your sacred space. So it can be an altar that you put on an altar with some crystals and what is of significance and powerful meaning to you. But this is not just that. This is a deep sense of sacred energy and understanding that you are a divine vessel. How you treat yourself, how you allow others to treat you is important. What is acceptable, not is acceptable. And what is not acceptable, you do not allow. Thank you so much for watching.